The mysterious disappearance of the first filmmaker and who he really are. Who made the first film? The Lumiere brothers and Thomas Edison are usually credited with pioneering the moving image. However, a new documentary stated that the first film was actually shot in Leeds in 1888 by Louis Le Prince, but he mysteriously disappeared before he could claim his place in cinema history, and he never found again. Who is Louis Le Prince and how he recorded the first movie in the history? Le Prince was born in Metz, northeast France. He studied chemistry and physics at university, then worked as a photographer and painter before being offered a job at John Whitley's engineering firm in Leeds. 3 years after moving to the city, he married Elizabeth Whitley, his boss's daughter. At the same time, photography was beginning to take hold, and Le Prince started experimenting with the idea of moving photographs. By the 1880s, he was one of many inventors trying to master the technology for what would become film. Le Prince's first camera had 16 lenses, which took as sequential photographs. He successfully captured the action, but Le Prince's invention was of little use if no one could watch the films afterwards. He experimented with projection techniques and was due to hold his first public screening in New York in 1890. But he never got there. While visiting his brother Albert in France with 2 friends, the Wilsons, Le Prince was said to have boarded a train from Dijon to Paris in September 1890. He was never seen again. But, what happened to him? What is the mystery behind his disappearance? There are many theories for his disappearance. His widow Lizzie believed Edison had him killed to get his rival out of the way. Others think Le Prince committed suicide because he was on the verge of bankruptcy, or disappeared and started a new life, or that his brother Albert killed him in a row over their mother's will. Some have even suggested his family ordered him to move away because they discovered he was gay. If he hadn't disappeared, then his film would have been shown in New York. What happened to Louis Le Prince? Laurie Snyder, Le Prince's great-great-granddaughter. My family has several theories. Some believe that Edison had something to do with it, others believe that he engineered his own disappearance. My personal theory is pretty mundane. Since Louis took a later train, the Wilsons, who were to meet him in Paris, went ahead and left for England when Louis didn't disembark when they expected him to. According to Lizzie's memoirs, the train Louis took would have arrived in Paris at about 2300. Being so late, he probably hailed a hansom cab to take him to his workshop. I think the driver, taking advantage of the hour and the darkness, took him to a remote location near the Seine, hit him over the head and threw him in the Seine. There were 2 articles from this time that suggest that thieves were targeting lone travelers and Le Prince was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I simply can't believe that a man who loved his family as much as he did, as evidenced by his letters, would either commit suicide or disappear on his own. The idea that his brother murdered him is ludicrous. He came from a very close, loving family, as evidenced from Lizzie's memoirs. Edison, although he was certainly ruthless, probably had better things to do than to order a hit on a competitor. Finally, the theory that his family ordered his disappearance due to his being a homosexual is crazy, since the family spent a lot of time and money trying to find him. Laurie Snyder is donating the family's Louis Le Prince archive to the Leeds Philosophical and Literary Society in July. The first film will have its premiere at the Edinburgh International Film Festival on Tuesday. It will have screenings in Leeds on the 1st of July and Bradford on the 2nd of July 2023 before going on general release on the 3rd of July 2023. The world first film, by Louis Le Prince, Roundhay Garden Scene. Roundhay Garden Scene consists of 20 frames. It was shot at 12 frames per second. The film features Harriet Hartley, Adolphe Le Prince, Joseph Whitley, Sarah Whitley, Louis-Aimé Augustin Le Prince, Traffic Crossing, Leeds Bridge, Vous, Louise Le Prince.